Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chill English Channel. We're very happy you're here with us today.
Hi everyone. Whether you're relaxing at home, commuting, studying English, or listening quietly before sleep, thank you for spending time with us.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake.
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is very personal for many people.
That's right. Today's topic is depression.
More specifically, we're going to talk about one person's journey of gradually finding their way out of depression and rebuilding their life.
Before we begin, it's important to remember that everyone's experience is different.
Definitely.
What helps one person may not help another.
And depression can be a serious mental health condition.
Sometimes people recover with support from friends and family.
Sometimes professional help is important.
There is no single solution that works for everyone.
But many people can relate to the feelings we'll discuss today.
Feeling lost.
Feeling exhausted.
Feeling disconnected from life.
Feeling stuck.
I think one of the hardest things about depression is that it can be invisible.
That's such an important point.
From the outside, someone may appear completely normal.
They go to work.
They attend school.
They smile.
They have conversations.
Yet internally, they may be struggling tremendously.
Tremendously is a useful vocabulary word.
Tremendously means very greatly or extremely.
For example, she improved tremendously over the past year.
Or, he was struggling tremendously at the time.
Let me ask you something, Sophia.
Sure.
Why do you think depression can be so difficult to recognize?
Because many people expect depression to look a certain way.
That's true.
They imagine someone crying all the time.
Or looking obviously sad.
But depression can be much more complicated than that.
Definitely.
Sometimes it feels like emptiness.
Sometimes it feels like hopelessness.
Sometimes it feels like having no energy.
Or losing interest in things that once brought joy.
Joy is a beautiful word.
Joy means a feeling of great happiness or pleasure.
For example, music brings me joy.
Or, she slowly began finding joy in small things again.
I think many people who have experienced depression describe feeling disconnected from themselves.
Disconnected is an important word here.
Disconnected means feeling separated emotionally from people, experiences, or even yourself.
For example, I felt disconnected from everything around me.
Or, depression can make people feel disconnected from life.
One thing I've heard many people say is, I wasn't really living, I was just existing.
That's a powerful statement.
Existing means continuing to live without truly feeling engaged or present.
And that experience can feel incredibly lonely.
Loneliness is often a major part of depression.
Even when people aren't physically alone.
Exactly.
Someone may be surrounded by friends,
Surrounded by family?
yet still feel isolated.
Isolated is another useful vocabulary word.
Isolated means separated from others emotionally or socially.
For example, he felt isolated despite having many friends.
Or, isolation can make emotional struggles feel heavier.
Let's teach a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One useful pattern is, there was a time when I blank.
For example, there was a time when I felt completely lost.
Or, there was a time when I didn't believe things would improve.
Native speakers often use this structure when reflecting on past experiences.
Another thing many people experience during depression is negative self-talk.
That's such an important topic.
Negative self-talk means the critical and unkind things people say to themselves internally.
For example, I'm not good enough.
Or, nothing will ever change.
Or, everyone else is doing better than me.
Those thoughts can become repetitive.
Repetitive is a useful word.
Repetitive means happening again and again.
The more those thoughts repeat, the more believable they can seem.
Even when they're not true.
That's one reason depression can feel so convincing.
It changes the way people see themselves.
And sometimes the way they see the future.
Future is an interesting word in this conversation.
Why?
Because many people who struggle emotionally begin to lose hope.
Hope is another beautiful word.
Hope is the belief that things can improve or become better.
For example, hope helped me keep going during difficult times.
Or, slowly I began to feel hope again.
Looking back, I think one of the biggest misconceptions about recovery is that it happens quickly.
That's very true.
Many people expect a dramatic transformation,
One big breakthrough.
one perfect solution.
But real recovery often looks different.
Much different.
Sometimes it begins with very small changes,
Very small steps,
small decisions.
small moments of courage.
And at first, those changes may not seem important.
But over time, they begin to add up.
Add up is a useful expression.
Add up means to gradually create a larger result.
For example, small improvements eventually added up.
Or healthy habits can add up over time.
I think that's one of the most encouraging ideas.
What's that?
Recovery doesn't always begin with huge changes.
Sometimes it begins with simply deciding not to give up.
And sometimes that's a much bigger step than people realize.
You know, Jake, I think one of the biggest turning points for many people happens when they stop waiting for motivation.
That's a powerful idea.
Why do you think so?
Because when people are struggling emotionally, they often believe they need to feel better before taking action.
That's true.
They think, once I feel motivated, I'll start exercising.
Or, once I feel happier, I'll start going out again.
Or, once I feel better, I'll begin taking care of myself.
But unfortunately, recovery doesn't always work that way.
Not always.
Sometimes action comes first.
And motivation follows later.
That's a lesson many people discover during difficult periods.
Period is a useful word.
A period is a length of time.
For example, I went through a difficult period in my life.
Or, that was a challenging period for many people.
One thing I've heard from people who recovered from depression is that they stopped focusing on huge goals.
That's interesting.
Instead, they focused on very small actions.
Such as
Getting out of bed,
taking a shower,
going for a short walk,
cleaning one room.
calling a friend.
Those things sound simple.
They do.
But when someone is struggling emotionally, simple tasks can feel incredibly difficult.
Exactly.
That's something people who haven't experienced depression sometimes misunderstand.
They may think, why don't you just do it?
But emotional exhaustion changes everything.
Exhaustion is another important word.
Exhaustion means extreme mental or physical tiredness.
For example, she was suffering from emotional exhaustion.
Or, after months of stress, he felt complete exhaustion.
Another important step in recovery is learning self-compassion.
Self-compassion is a beautiful concept.
It means treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend.
That's often harder than it sounds.
Definitely.
Many people are much kinder to others than they are to themselves.
That's very true.
If a friend was struggling, most people would offer understanding,
Encouragement,
patience.
support.
Yet when they struggle themselves,
They often become their own harshest critic.
harsh is a useful vocabulary word.
Harsh means overly critical, severe, or unkind.
For example, I was being too harsh on myself.
Or, his self-criticism was very harsh.
I think many people believe recovery should be fast.
That's a common expectation.
But healing is rarely linear.
Linear is an excellent word.
Linear means moving forward in a straight and predictable way.
For example, progress is not always linear.
Or recovery often includes setbacks.
Setback is another important word.
A setback is a difficulty or problem that slows progress.
For example, I experienced a setback but kept going.
Or temporary setbacks are part of growth.
That's something people need to remember.
Definitely.
A difficult day doesn't erase months of progress.
One bad week doesn't mean failure.
Recovery is often about consistency.
Consistency is such an important word.
Consistency means continuing to do something regularly over time.
For example, consistency helped me build healthier habits.
Or, small actions become powerful through consistency.
Another thing that often helps is reconnecting with people.
That's huge.
Frequently, depression causes withdrawal.
Withdrawal is a useful word.
Withdrawal means pulling away from people or activities.
For example, he began experiencing social withdrawal.
Or, withdrawal can increase feelings of loneliness,
The difficult thing is that loneliness often grows in isolation.
which creates a cycle.
Exactly.
People feel lonely,
So they isolate themselves.
which makes them feel even lonelier.
Breaking that cycle can be challenging.
But sometimes one conversation can make a difference.
One message,
One visit.
one honest discussion,
Honest communication is incredibly powerful.
especially because many people suffer in silence.
Silence can make emotional struggles feel larger.
Sharing them often makes them feel lighter.
Let's teach a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One natural pattern is, what helped me most was,
For example, what helped me most was talking to someone I trusted.
or what helped me most was focusing on small daily habits.
Native speakers often use this pattern when reflecting on personal experiences.
Another thing many people rediscover during recovery is gratitude.
Gratitude is a beautiful word.
Gratitude means appreciating the good things in your life.
Even small things,
A sunny day,
a kind conversation,
a good meal.
a moment of peace.
Gratitude doesn't solve every problem,
Of course not.
but it can gradually change where attention is focused.
And sometimes that shift matters more than people realize.
Speaking of shifts, many people describe recovery as changing their relationship with their thoughts.
That's fascinating.
Instead of believing every negative thought,
They begin questioning those thoughts.
they realize that thoughts aren't always facts.
That's such an important realization.
Realization is another useful word.
A realization is a moment of understanding something clearly.
For example, I had the realization that I was being too hard on myself.
Or, that realization changed everything.
Looking back, recovery often seems to begin with a simple decision. What decision?
The decision to keep moving forward,
Even slowly,
even imperfectly.
even when progress feels invisible.
Because healing isn't usually one dramatic moment.
More often, it's a collection of small choices made day after day. And eventually, those small choices begin creating a different life. You know, Jake, after everything we've talked about, I think one of the most important lessons is that recovery rarely looks dramatic.
That's very true.
Movies often show one life-changing moment,
One breakthrough,
one inspiring speech.
one perfect solution.
But real life is usually much quieter.
Definitely.
Recovery often happens in ways that are almost invisible at first.
A better morning,
A little more energy,
one positive thought,
a short walk,
a conversation with a friend,
small moments,
small improvements.
small victories.
And over time, those small victories begin to change everything.
Victory is an interesting word in this context.
It is.
Most people think of victory as something huge,
Winning a competition,
achieving a goal.
accomplishing something extraordinary.
But during difficult periods, even small actions can feel like victories.
Getting out of bed,
Taking care of yourself,
asking for help.
continuing to try.
Those things deserve recognition too.
Recognition is a useful word.
Recognition means acknowledging or appreciating something. For example, small achievements deserve recognition.
Or, her hard work finally received recognition. Another thing many people discover is that healing isn't about becoming a completely different person.
That's such an important point.
Sometimes people think recovery means becoming happy all the time.
But that's not realistic.
Everyone experiences difficult emotions.
Sadness,
Stress,
frustration.
disappointment.
The goal isn't to eliminate those feelings completely.
It's learning how to respond to them in healthier ways.
Exactly.
Resilience plays a huge role in that process.
Resilience is a beautiful vocabulary word.
Resilience means the ability to recover from difficulties and continue moving forward.
For example, life challenges helped build her resilience.
Or, resilience grows through experience.
What's interesting is that resilience often develops during difficult times.
Not easy times.
Exactly.
Most people don't realize how strong they are until they face challenges.
That's true.
Another important part of recovery is learning patience,
Patience can be very difficult.
especially when someone wants immediate results.
Immediate is a useful word. Immediate means happening right away. For example, we often want immediate improvement.
Or, recovery rarely provides immediate results.
Modern culture encourages quick solutions,
Fast results.
instant answers.
Immediate progress.
But emotional growth often follows a different timeline.
Timeline is another useful word.
Timeline means the period during which something develops or happens.
For example, everyone's recovery timeline is different.
Or personal growth follows its own timeline.
That's something many people need to remember.
Comparison can make recovery harder.
Definitely.
Someone looks at another person and thinks, why am I not improving as quickly?
Or, why does everyone else seem happier?
But comparison often hides reality,
We usually see other people's highlights,
not their struggles,
their successes,
not their setbacks,
their smiles.
not their difficult days.
That's why focusing on your own progress is so important.
Even if the progress feels slow.
Let's teach a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One useful pattern is, looking back, I realized that blank.
For example, looking back, I realized that I was stronger than I thought.
Or, looking back, I realized that small habits made a big difference.
Native speakers often use this structure when reflecting on personal experiences.
Another thing many people rediscover during recovery is meaning.
Meaning is such a powerful concept.
Sometimes depression narrows a person's world.
Their focus becomes smaller.
Their energy becomes limited.
Their hope becomes weaker.
But gradually, people begin reconnecting with things that matter to them.
Relationships,
Hobbies,
creativity,
learning,
nature.
purpose.
Purpose often becomes very important,
Purpose gives people a reason to keep moving forward,
even on difficult days.
especially on difficult days.
I think many people expect recovery to mean returning to the person they were before.
That's interesting.
But sometimes recovery creates someone new,
How so?
someone wiser,
More compassionate,
more understanding.
more appreciative of simple things.
Appreciative is a wonderful word.
Appreciative means feeling grateful and recognizing the value of something.
For example, I became more appreciative of everyday moments.
Or, the experience made her more appreciative of life.
Let's do a little speaking practice.
If possible, try answering these questions out loud.
First question, what helps you get through difficult periods in life?
Second question, what small habit has improved your well-being?
Third question, who do you turn to when you need support?
Fourth question, what gives your life meaning and purpose?
Fifth question, what advice would you give to someone going through a difficult time?
Try using some of today's sentence patterns.
For example, what helped me most was blank.
Or, looking back, I realized that blank.
Speaking out loud helps emotional English become more natural and expressive.
Before we finish, let's quickly review what we talked about today.
We discussed depression, recovery, hope, resilience, self-compassion, and emotional growth.
We also talked about small habits, meaningful relationships, gratitude, patience, and healing.
Most importantly, we explored the idea that recovery is often built through small steps rather than dramatic changes.
And perhaps one of the biggest lessons is this:
Healing doesn't always happen quickly,
progress isn't always obvious.
and difficult days don't erase previous growth.
Sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is continue moving forward.
Even slowly.
even imperfectly,
even when they can't yet see the destination.
because hope often returns the same way it leaves,
Gradually,
quietly.
one small step at a time.
Now it's time for our question of the day.
What is one small thing that helps you feel better during difficult times?
Write your answer in the comments.
You can begin your sentence like this. One thing that helps me during difficult times is blank.
We always enjoy reading your answers.
It's a wonderful way to practice your English writing skills.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe to Chill English channel.
Keep practicing a little every day.
And remember, learning English is a journey.
See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.